I'm Tyler Benton, and this is Beyond Lending, brought to you by Bellevue Lending. We're here at this 1904 originally built Queen Anne home. And I want you to meet my borrower who just closed on this and is going to do an extensive rehab. Let's go meet Danielle and Rob.
Opportunities to invest in the Seattle real estate market just like this are still out there and exist. It's just extremely important for you to work with a team as experienced and knowledgeable as us. On a deal like this, we work with quite a few different individual investors who are able to passively get involved in real estate investing like this, but not have to come down here on such horrible rainy days, manage the project, manage the neighborhood, manage the inspections and the city construction. We do it all. And in turn, we give our investors very safe, oftentimes guaranteed returns.
So if anybody's interested in bringing the charm back to this beautiful city where we live, please reach out to Mom and Dad Rehab. This is what we do. This is our niche. This is what we specialize in.
At Bellevue Lending, we like to really aspire to be beyond lending. And what that means, of course, is developing relationships, seeing how we can add value to you guys. And obviously, this is our first episode. It couldn't be with a better couple. We've known each other back in the recession. We were doing short sales and at auctions buying on Fridays when dozens and dozens of homes were being unloaded. So he's borrowed from me, over 100 times at least.
And to us, Bellevue Lending really does signify a lot more than just lending. Obviously, we've known Tyler as well as a lot of his team now for well over 15 plus years. They've been pretty much our go-to for the past decade now. When you're looking at a project like this, which we'll get into a little bit later, you really do need a team in there that goes a little bit beyond lending. We didn't have a lot of time to do a tremendous amount of due diligence, so I was able to, trust and rely on Tyler and his team to make sure that, they were going to get the loan done, and they already underwrote it in-house with Davis.
Yep, exactly. So.
A lot of your hard money lenders say they can close in 10 days, and then as soon as you get the contract, they're wondering when the appraiser can go in. They're just burying you in forms. We need your tax returns. We need this, that, and the other. And with Tyler and his team, it's just, here's a property. They're already familiar with the neighborhoods. They're familiar with us, our business model. And it's just a seamless process, and we just move to close. And we're never worried about putting our earnest money or our reputation on the line. So for our large rehab here in Queen Anne, the property actually came on the market, Thursday morning. Me and Danielle hopped in our car, came down here, and there's actually a line all the way out the door to the street of brokers trying to get in here because it was such a competitively priced house. We did some brief due diligence, and then I knew my next step was calling you at Bellevue Lending and getting our pre-approval so we could start negotiations.
Yeah, when you called me, you told me it was listed for $935. We're gonna need to close as fast as we can, and I sent you the approval letter. I call it an approval letter because since we've done so many deals together, it's like, you're approved on the spot. And I was willing to go up to $1.5 million, and fortunately, you only had to go all the way up to 1.378.
Thank goodness.
But nevertheless, you were approved to 1.5. What was it about this specific house why you were so excited?
Our business model really focuses on keeping the existing housing stock here in Seattle.
And not building boxes.
And once we get to the outside, you can see this is just a beautiful old Craftsman, 121 years old, I believe. Desirable up here in Queen Anne. It's got a lot of these period pieces. So, we're looking for the buyer who doesn't want the traditional box. They don't want a brand new glass box, or they don't want a 1,000 square foot ADU shoehorned in the backyard of someone else's house. They want their own house in the quintessential Seattle neighborhood. We're gonna bring it up to current codes, give them the things that they need to live their modern life. We're gonna be able to add some square footage in the basement, add some square footage upstairs, but still retain that charm that you can see in the rest of the neighborhood.
Bring the bones, this house has such good bones. It can be so beautiful again, so that's what our goal is. Bring it back to its original charm.
So it can be enjoyed for another 100 years.
It's a wrap with episode 1. I'm so excited that it was you guys, and look forward to seeing what you guys are going to do here. So thank you so much for the opportunity to be fun to you guys, and look forward to seeing this.
Thank you so much for funding us for this beautiful house that it will become.
Absolutely. Look forward to it.